Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Artist Spotlight Sunday. I am your host, Deep Spawn Logic, and I'd like to welcome back all of the Spotlight listeners. And if you're new, well, pull up a seat, grab your favorite drink, and be prepared to be amazed at the discovery of independent music from independent artists. It's been a while, and I'm so excited to get started. So we're just going to jump right in. So to begin, I have a brief story. One Sunday, I'm laying across the couch and I come across a documentary on TV. I was happy to have caught it from the beginning because it was about a musician I had definitely heard of before and was also fortunate enough to be friends with on social media. But I did not know his story. When all was said and done, I was amazed, and just the documentary itself was done impeccably well and covered the life history of an incredible musician. Approximately a week later, I received an email from this musician with his interest in a spotlight. Now, although I'm reading this email, I still looked both ways, like, you're talking to me? I was like, man, I was just laid across my couch watching your documentary, and you want this little light of mine to shine on you. Well, I was excited and yes sir'd him to death all through the email. He responded with a smile in his tone that graciously said I didn't have to call him sir. Courteous and kind, talented and extraordinary, this legendary musician does not disappoint when it comes to homing in on your soul with his sound. He's been adorned with the title of musical genius, and I am very happy to concur. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you musician, singer-songwriter, composer, producer, and much more, Craig Thumper Samuels, the one-man band known as Thumper and Generation One. It's 2024, and we have a new stage and a brighter light, so let's go. A deal to pass math in a band called KISS. Strike of a match, spark of a flame. What may be a simple gesture to you is fire for someone else. Pass math and I'll buy you a bass. That was the deal made by his mom, and as you will see, he came through with flying colors. Growing up in Omaha, Nebraska, it was pots and pans that were his first instruments of choice. But in no time over the years, he progressed through learning how to play many instruments, including drums, strings, piano, bass, and horns. He loved experimenting with sounds, and soon enough, he was singing, songwriting, and composing. He said that growing up, he listened to many genres and different eras. It was definitely the influence of a band called KISS that influenced it all. Combine that with the likes of Prince, Janet Jackson, Richard Marx, Earth, Wind and Fire, and Michael Jackson, just to name a few, it's no surprise that since the 80s, he has been on the music scene with an abundance of fans around the world. He has exchanged both music notes and stages with such national recording artists as The Time, Keith Sweat, The System, and the Bar-Kays, along with such smooth jazz artists like Jonathan Butler, Steve Oliver, Steve Cole, Peter White, Joseph Vincelli, Huge Groove, Richard Elliott, and many more. His favorite memory of all was being on the same stage with Prince. It was a 10-minute play during soundcheck, but Thumper admires the top-notch respect, work ethic, determination, and discipline that Prince has for his craft. So that moment for him surpassed all the great moments so far. I asked Thumper how he manages to stay relevant and current in the moment as he has watched music evolve over time. He said that he pays attention to people, he listens to their problems because they're so different, but yet we all share common ones. He is always looking for new ways, lyrically and musically, to address each problem, but in diverse ways. So for him, crossing and mixing genres plays a big part. I was curious as to what inspired him personally and professionally. He says it's the everyday people that have to overcome challenges that inspire him. He said it was great seeing people come together during the pandemic, although we were apart. At that time, he wrote his #1 hit called Hope, Heal Our Planet, and shortly after that, his next #1 hit was called Magic. Since we're talking about his music, let's get to the music behind the artist. Thumper has a catalog of music that can be found directly on his website. I joyfully perused through a lot of them and came across some of my own favorites. This was a hard choice because song after song, I was engulfed in melodic joy. His catalog is huge and has a range of genres, so you can delightfully pick and choose. With that said, I will start with Midnight Groove. No need to wait for midnight. Listening to this song, all I could think of was going for a nice drive on a beautiful day or night. This song takes you on a couple different rides and then brings it all back in one lane. Just smooth and nice. Make sure to check out Midnight Groove. Then I heard the cover of a classic new edition song called Can You Stand the Rain? You already know the song. This instrumental rendition will take you back, but just adds a new layer of the Thumper and Generation One sound. Next is Thumpology 101. Yep, everything about this song is in the title, because if you don't know, you're gonna learn today. The energy is live, the rhythm is funky, and the head bop is on 10. You will definitely enjoy this groove that just heats up as the song plays on. There is also another song called Hope, which stands for Heal Our Planet. I don't need to say much about this song. It's just so beautiful. Sometimes the simplest statement has the biggest impact. That's really all I can say. It's just so beautiful. You can check it out and you'll see what I mean. Matter of fact, you can listen to Hope and Thumpology 101 on the Artist Spotlight Favorite Picks playlist on YouTube and Spotify. You can find them on the mini website link in the caption, which will direct you to the playlist of your choice. So what's Thumper up to now? A residency at a jazz lounge in Las Vegas, and he's producing his first live CD, Thumper and Generation One, live on Las Vegas. He is also surprising everyone with his first studio recording entitled, It's Okay, I'm Here. This recording will be free to all that want to listen. It's dedicated to anyone and everyone that's struggling or suffering in some way. This, he considers his way of helping out. So you'd think anybody would have enough on their plate by now. But no, not this man right here. He has an independent record label, Thumpin' Hard Records Incorporated, 2 recording studios, and United for Love Entertainment, his own entertainment company. With all of this, he also manages to run 2 nonprofit organizations. JADA, which stands for Jazz Against Domestic Abuse, which is a nonprofit organization that helps victims of domestic abuse by raising awareness and funds for educational materials and shelters. He also has a second nonprofit organization, Our Stars of Tomorrow, a scholarship program that he raises money for through his music. He writes 1 song each year and donates the proceeds of that song to high school seniors to help for college tuition. I just don't have enough words. I could start with passion and determination, humanitarian, brilliant, and talented, but those are just words, and they are not enough. Make sure to follow Craig Thumper Samuels and hear and feel who he is. He speaks music, and his music speaks volumes. I did ask him for an inspirational quote for his fellow independent artists, and he said his quote is for anyone that is trying to carry out a goal. Fineo Degu. It means failure is not an option. Don't ever give up. He said it's like Hakuna Matata, but it's a little more sexy. I am all here for it. Let's be great and sexy at the same time. With that said, I want to thank you for joining me this evening. Please don't forget to go back to the caption and click on the links to like, follow, and share and subscribe. It doesn't take much to support independent artists. This is why I'm here, and I hope it's why you're here also. Thank you so much once again. I hope you have an amazing week, and until next time, hugs and love.
That's right.